Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman, same promo code, 10% off at checkout. Both of these are fantastic deals, and they help support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers Theoric 6, back with some Magic the Gathering Arena updates. This is the September 2020 State of the Game. Since I just want to, talk about a few things, I will remind you that tomorrow I will be streaming here on YouTube. Thanks to Wizards for allowing me to be a sponsored member of the Early Access Creator event. But today we're just talking a little bit about what is in store, both for this update as well as future updates, and kind of give my thoughts on those. So the first things first, we're changing the way that we can emote in the game. And I think this is fantastic. Many of you who have watched this video know that one of the things that I despised about Arena, or I think it was like the way Wizards should do cosmetics or whatever I titled that video, essentially is that they weren't using the amount of potential that they could for their cosmetics, and one of the ways was via emotes. So I mentioned in that video that Les Runeterra does a fantastic job with their emotes because they're using their champions, right? I will say that Wizards is doing something similar, and it's a step in the right direction, but it still isn't going to be perfect just yet. Wizards is now bringing in, and I'm going to skip some of these, bringing in some stickers for the Zendikar expansion, alongside some expansion-specific emotes. Now, I will say I appreciate that they're also bringing in expansion-specific emotes. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's interesting. And alongside those stickers, cool, that's interesting. The stickers are animated, which is fantastic. That's exactly what Runeterra does. And frankly, I think this is one of the best ways to do emotes. I should mention that Runeterra is not the only one who's done this. I know Duelist did as well before it went away. And then of course Hearthstone just has like specific voice interaction. So plenty of things do plenty of things. But yeah, I really like that they are adding in these animated emotes. I think that it gives a little bit more liveliness to the experience, and frankly, I'm more likely, right now I have emotes muted naturally. I'm probably going to turn that off because I like seeing these stickers, right? In Arena, I right now have it off. In Runeterra, I have it on because there are a ton of different emotes and they all are have various expressions, and I think it's really cool. Obviously, things can still be like spammed and annoying, but it's less annoying when they're emotes, at least for me. And I can pretty easily just mute on an individual basis with this. So what's also interesting here is that you get to just choose as many emotes as you want. This isn't just you have 5 slots, right? We have 5 here and we have 5 here. Cool. But you get to choose as many as you want. You can click literally all of these, and you can scroll through all of them in game. I think that's fantastic, because that is better than what Runeterra does. For what it's worth, I don't know how well this is going to scale for Wizards, especially considering mobile. But frankly, if they have to make some sort of concessions where mobile can only select 5 or something, I think that should be a reasonable handoff. But Runeterra, you're limited to 6. With this, you can have as many as you want. So I'm going to have definitely all of these stickers. I'm not sure exactly how many of these that I want to have, but I don't know. Probably rushing ahead for attacking with blocker, or like attacking without math or something like that. And then hello, maybe. But yeah, I think that's super interesting. Now, where I think Wizards fails, and of course this is not necessarily failing because this is still the initial phase of this, is that they're not using their Planeswalkers. And I actually have something to show for that, which I forgot to actually put onto OBS. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I was informed, I think this was via Amy the Amazonian, cool person, check her out, on Twitter, because whatever, it's fine, that apparently in one of Wizards' other licensed games, Magic Mana Strike, I think is what it's called, which I haven't played yet. I see some people play it, some people don't, whatever, it's fine. It's one of those mobile games. But on Magic Mana Strike, they have the exact thing I'm talking about here, right? They have the different emotes using the characters, using the Planeswalkers. We see like in a Johnny high in I think the bottom right. We see Liliana and Chandra next to each other. Jace doing what I assume is high. Nissa doing high, like under the little threes of Chandra. Chandra giving the double thumbs up. These are the types of things that we could have on Arena, right? We see a bunch of these different planeswalkers. Now, of course, I don't know how this exactly works, because I do believe that this is a what's the word I'm looking for? A licensed game. So they're obviously like different teams working on it. But I'm wondering if Wizards just can say, hey, give us these assets, we own you, and then import them into Arena, because literally it's already here. Now, obviously, they could, make emotes from scratch for more stickers. I don't know if these are animated or not. I don't know anything about Mana Strike, but like, this is the type of thing I'm looking for. I mean, especially Liliana, because Liliana is best walker. Well, besides Bolas, obviously, but best of the Gatewatch at least. And she's awesome. Like, I would love to have this. Like, anything where Liliana is just like smirking and just being what's the aesthetic? Is that, am I using the word right? Am I hip? Am I cool? Like, I'd love that, right? It would be absolutely fantastic. And that's what I meant when I'm saying that Wizards fails on this. And I think it's essentially just, I like the Hedron. I think they're really cute. I really like they've been doing really well on their pets, I think. With the last few iterations, the dog from Ikoria. Was that Ikoria? Yeah, it was the dog from Ikoria. What the heck was Theros? Oh, that was the Cerebus. It's fine. Yeah, that and the stone golem thing from Zendikar, I really liked. I definitely think they're fantastic. I'm just hoping that WotC will add more stickers, even in between set releases, especially ones that give planeswalkers and emotions based on that. What's cool is it looks to be white, blue, purple is typically black, so I assume black, red, and green. And I love that the purple one is the love one. And red, of course, is the angry smashy smash. But yeah, this is fantastic. I absolutely love it. And the blue one is crying. The green one is sleeping. It's like your turn. You're taking forever. Like, these are all great emotes, right? These are all expressive. I guess I don't know what the white one is doing offhand, but so far these four are definitely, they look like they're going to be able to be used in legit circumstances. Because of the way that these are like shaped and stuff, and they have these little like green edges, I assume that moving forward, the expansions are each going to have their own little addition for stickers and whatnot. So that's really dope. Now let's see, how do you... Addition to default, players will be able to unlock from the Mastery Pass and the in-game events. Okay, so the way you're going to get these, apparently, at least for these ones, are Mastery Pass and in-game events. What I would like to see moving forward is that these are bundled into the pre-orders. Maybe in addition, who knows? But as of right now, I don't like... the pre-order bundles are not great right now. And that, my main reason for that is because they split them in two. I think they should be either merged, or one of them needs to have an extra boost, and I think this would be a reasonable boost to do so. Obviously, we're going to have some cool full art lands, and apparently... No, it does not say. It says down here somewhere. I don't know where it says that. Give me a second. Here it is. I knew it all along. The Amonkhet Remastered Basics, the not full art ones that like we haven't been able to use, those will be back as a part of renewal, which I definitely appreciate. Just more basic land options are nice. I will say, we need to be able to start setting basic lands as if they were sleeves, so we could say, this is what I want my default plains to be, this is what I want my default island to be, default swamp, default blah, right? Excuse me. Okay, so going back up here, this obviously, expeditions and cards from the list are not going to be on Arena. That would be redonkulous. But we still do get, cool new cards and the showcase variants. Some will be available in store for direct purchase, while others will be earnable through in-game events. This is what we saw with Ikoria, that one set, Eldraine, right? This is what we've seen time and time again, and I think this is something that they're doing relatively good with. You can buy them directly. Very often we've seen that these like kind of limited time showcase art are going to be available later on in the store, and I hope that Wizards continues to do that, because I can understand wanting to have limited access to certain cosmetics, but at the same time, like, it doesn't take away anything from me. Like, the cosmetics they're not like a symbol of status or anything, right? Like, I didn't work hard to get them. I just happened to be playing the game around the time I was able to get them, and I don't like the gating of cosmetics behind, like, oh, you missed out for not being here during a certain point, even if it wasn't like your fault because you didn't realize that arena was decent. So I really do like that they're gonna keep rotating things to the store, and I like so far how they've been setting the bundle prices, the percent off. It seems like the things that were in like secret layers, those tend to have a lot less of a discount. Although frankly, I don't think you could buy them without the secret layer, so you could probably just say this is what they cost. Like, it's a daily deal in that you get to use them, but whatever, it's fine. And then in-game events, cool, sure. So for Zendikar, these are going to be the landfall cards. Then we move on. They talk a little bit about mechanics here. That's fine. You don't really have to deal with that. The event schedule. I don't think that they edited this, but there is going to be one of the draft archetypes, or one of the draft events is always going to be available, just like it is now with. What was the most recent set? M21? Yeah, let's go with that. You can tell I play standard. Then we see here, you see here the rotation and renewal. So we see Kaldheim, Strixhaven, D&D, and then the first part of the Indestructible thing. Yes. So we're going to be getting some extra stuff. So you need to log in if you've not logged in a while on Arena and you just want free things essentially. Just log in today, and you'll be able to get cards from current standard, 1 activation per account, which doesn't, like, obviously. You get 10 rare or higher ICRs. So these are just like random cards from standard. I don't know if these are duplicate protected. Yeah, I don't know if these are duplicate protected. I'm going to assume that they're not, but I hope that they are. Renewal Mastery is something different. So this is literally just playing the game during this renew window, and getting to these levels. We get a standard 2020 basic sleeve, which I have no idea what it looks like. And you get some boosters, you get some ICRs. It's whatevs. This is just like free real estate, because I'm pretty sure you don't have to purchase no mastery pass required in order to get the renewal gifts. And so that's just the renewal mastery. Then we'll have the basic Zendikar Rising mastery, and then we'll have the Zendikar Rising like mastery pass. So yeah, it's the normal stuff. We just have renewal tacked onto it. It's done, and then we have set roadmap. I don't care, right? Everyone knows what this is. But what we have is the development roadmap. So coming soon essentially is the stuff that's happening like around the corner. And WotC does expand a little bit on what exactly they mean by things coming soon in development and concept. But this essentially is like, this is right around the corner. This is by the end of this year essentially, and we're still working on it, but it's a little far out. So all this stuff, sure, we know it. In development is Kaladesh Remastered, but in concept is Pioneer Remastered. Essentially, right, we just talked about this a lot more here, which I'll have the link for this in the description if you have not seen it yet. But essentially, they learned a lot from Amonkhet Remastered. One thing is that a lot of people were playing it in draft, and they didn't necessarily expect that. So they're going to be... they're going to be slightly modifying how they're creating this in order to also make sure the limited feels as good as it can be. And my concern there is they already cut a ton of fun cards out of Amonkhet Remastered and have not shown any intention of just letting us buy those cards. And I'm worried that they're going to cut even more from Kaladesh Remastered in order to make the limited better. Because essentially, whenever I see like a set that is essentially a remaster or mastered edition or whatever, and their primary focus is unlimited, it crushes the constructed value, I guess. Like, there's no other real way to say it, of the set. So I'm hoping that they don't butcher College Remastered too much. I believe they said by the end of the year, and we're already in mid-September. So, you know, September, October, November, December, you know, we don't got all that long before we get College Remastered. So I'm definitely looking forward to several of these. At some point when we get closer to it, I'll make a video like I do with Omnic Remastered about the cards I'm most interested in seeing, or the cards I'm most excited to see, and then of course the cards that I am dreading the most. Mobile also kind of coming soon. Once again, I assume this is going to be sometime within the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like a close-ish to holiday season, but not on holiday season. Just because, you know, I don't think Wizards wants to compete with any like big game releases that may be coming out this holiday season. And then Call Time, obviously, like we know when Call Time is coming out. In concept, Historic Anthology 4, I'm a little surprised by how long this is like away from the last Historic Anthology 3, but at the same time, like, we got Omnic Remastered and College Remastered, so it's a big influx into Historic, so that's fine. Playblade rework, which is nice, but this is a Playblade rework, so this is like changing the thing on the side, you know, when you like go into play, limited, historic event, you know, things like that. I'm hoping that they also are going to adjust the deck builder. I still think that the deck builder needs an entire overhaul. It has a lot of issues. The main ones obviously being duplicate cards taking up multiple slots. So, you know, you have like several slots for Llanowar Elf. That not only makes it so that you have to scroll longer, it means that you can't like more easily choose a default option, which I think is one of the things that needs to be changed. So I'm hoping alongside this Playblade rework, even if it's just like on in this area over here in concept, that they're still going to put some work into the deck builder, because it is still trash in my opinion. It's not trash. It's not trash. It could be a lot better though. It's serviceable, but it could be better. For what it's worth, I don't think that Legend of Runeterra's deck builder is all that great. And I think I said this in the video when I was talking about cosmetics. There's not been a single online card game that I've played so far whose deck builder I've loved. I don't think there's been any that I've hated. There have been plenty that I like, but I don't think there's been any that I love. And I would love to see Wizards be the first. So, deck sharing, Pioneer Masters. It's cool. We're going to get Pioneer Masters at some point. I don't know. Pioneer Masters, oh yeah, they're changing Pioneer Masters as well. For limited, and that's another issue that I was considering. I don't remember what WotC has said about Pioneer Masters and Historic. They have stated that they're going to keep Historic as like the truest arena. What are those called? Eternal formats. In that they can add something from essentially any set, right? There are cards in Historic that are not in Pioneer and likely will never be in Pioneer. Excuse me. But I'm hoping that Pioneer Masters, like every card in Pioneer Masters, still is in Historic, which would make sense based on what I just said. So I'm stupid. Ignore me. But yeah, I think that is about it for today. This video is I'm probably going to have this video go live earlier than usual, so that as soon as it goes live, about 30 minutes to an hour later, I'll be hopping on stream. So I don't know when exactly I'm choosing to put this up live, because I don't know exactly when I plan on streaming, but I do plan on streaming today on YouTube, here, this channel. Be there or be square. If you got brews that you want me to check out, or you have brews that you're not sure you're gonna craft until you see how they do, throw them at me. Now, obviously, I should mention that we're not going to be able to... Actually, does it have... It doesn't. I hate you. How do you not have a link for the early access thing? Whatever. It's going to be primarily standard, unfortunately, for me. So if you have any standard brews that you want to test out before you decide to hop on into the game on Thursday, I think is when the set goes live, come over to the stream, and I'll be playing. And I'll be playing against some cool names, I assume. I don't know why I'm rambling so much. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Fogman, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find links to that in the description below. I would also love for you to check out my second channel, Six and Stuff. It is linked. If you go to my channel page, it is what I think is the top recommended channel there. And I've been playing through Divinity 2 Original Sin. It is essentially D&D in game form, and it's been super fun so far. Everyone is racist against lizards for some reason, and it pisses me off. So if you want to see some nonsense there, as well as me dying, you should check that out. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe on this channel, and Six and Stuff, and until next time, I'll see you, all will be one. I was gonna say I'll see ya. Look, I'm very bad.